Welcome everybody to the podcast Legend Killers. Now if you notice, my trademark and we're live is gone, but it's okay because we're entering a new stage, so this is life. This is life. This is how things are. We hope you're okay. I am your host, Eduardo Betancourt, Eddie Lynch, whatever you want to call me. It's all good with your co-host, Mr. Eddie Nigma. Say hello to the audience, my good sir.
Hello, hello.
Alright, so we have had a crazy week ahead of us. And, Eddie, I actually just saw something. So, listen, man, I hate to, spring this up on you because I literally just found this development on a notification. And we here, as a part of PLK, would like to wish Renee Young the best because, as it turns out, she has COVID-19. So,
Renee Young?
Yes.
Dean Ambrose's Renee Young?
Yes. Unfortunately, she just announced on Twitter that she has COVID-19. And she says, and I quote, "Man, what a few days. My show gets canceled and I get COVID. Wear your masks and wash your hands. Stay safe, everyone. Red heart." So,
Which show got canceled?
Backstage.
Yo.
Yeah.
Is that the one that's featured on Fox?
Yeah, the one with CM Punk?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know what to say to all of this. I mean, it's just, it's really sad. Like, the world that we're in today, it's really sad. And a person like Renee Young, who's a really good person, and just at such a young age, having this, life-threatening disease, it's sad. So I really hope that Renee Young is okay in all this.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
My heart goes out to her, seriously.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna be okay. Renee's a battle axe. She got this.
For sure. Alright, well,
definitely keep her in my hearts and prayers. Wow.
Absolutely. Renee Young, if you're listening to this, we're praying for you, and we hope nothing but the best for you. Alright, so let's switch to another note. Sadly, I wish it could be more positive, but we have to talk about this as well. Lately in the wrestling world, we've been having a lot of crazy things going on. And a lot of allegations have been leaked. A lot of speaking out. And I think it's disgusting, quite frankly, how so many people, so many names too, mind you, can come out as, sexual harassers, abusers, damn near rapists, and I'm personally disgusted by a lot of these names, and well, since we figured out this new in my computer, let's see, speaking out. Let's go ahead and read quickly.
They ran the car up onto a bike path and killed a woman. Now, we understand there's also another fatality here. We're not exactly sure where that fatality plays.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro. I was just reading this right before we talked on the phone earlier.
I legitimately can.
Yes. Keep reading. Just one more paragraph.
To this day, I know not what happened. I have tried to forget about it ever since. But I tell this story so people understand anyone can be a victim. Anyone. It is why I randomly stopped drinking and why it remains such a rarity. Absolutely no words for what is going on.
Well, the thing is, this is scary on so...
Imagine just how bad this really could have gone. I can't help but feel so bad for Keith Lee.
Now, the one that broke my heart was Jordan Devlin. I'm a huge fan of Jordan Devlin, and I saw his name on that list of people.
Yeah, I'm personally. Let me go ahead and stop. And you know what the shameful part of it is? There are people that will actually think that, like, there's no way all these guys can have done it. And here's the thing. I'm not saying personally that I think each and every single one of those people did it. I'm just saying a lot of people are way too skeptical because it's their favorite wrestler or their favorite celebrity. Some people don't want to believe it. And it's like, well, you don't know these people.
Exactly.
You know? And I'm not going to sit there and assume that they did it or they didn't do it, because I don't know personally. I don't know until I see the evidence myself.
The thing is, it's out there.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So, it's either truth or it's false. We don't know. But it's still disappointing.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people, I think, spreading over TNA and have lost their jobs over allegations like this. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not surprised about or knows about, but now it's starting to come out. Yes. So.
And the sad part is, imagine who else has done this. Like, people that, listen.
Or who else has been victims to this.
Exactly.
That don't want to speak out about it.
That's what I'm saying, because these are only the people who are brave enough to talk about it. Imagine how many more people have kept quiet and don't want to pardon my language, don't want to expose this popular wrestler because they're scared of what might happen or they're scared of being criticized. Listen, people, if you're reading this, you're listening to this, you should not turn a blind eye to what these people are saying. You know?
No. And if you're a victim, please speak out. Like, let it be known what's going on so it can change.
Yes. Don't
no
be
one
afraid.
In that locker room right now needs to be going through anything like that. Like,
yes, don't be afraid. Help prevent.
Talk to somebody and get help for yourself. Like,
it's absolutely essential. Because and I know that stuff like that does a lot to your mental health. And I'm personally a big advocate for mental health.
Yeah. And if any of those wrestlers' name involved with any of that, like, shame on you.
Yeah. I couldn't have said it better.
Yeah.
It's okay, let it out.
It's fine, I'm sorry. Like, I was a victim to that when I was younger, so it hits home. When it did happen, I didn't talk to anybody at the time. So, like, just...
Do you want to share your story? It's okay if you don't.
15, and I was molested by my next-door neighbor. It's... You have to speak out, otherwise it's not going to stop happening. And nobody deserves to go do anything like that. And I can understand and sympathize why people don't want to reach out, but the only way it's going to stop is if you do. So... don't be silent.
I just want to say that, listen, it's very brave of you to share this out. Very brave. And so I just want to say thank you.
Oh, it's all good. That's why it breaks my heart when I hear certain names that I'm fans of associated with something like this.
For somebody against their will. I hate reading that alone. And it's just,
and the fact that he's married, and then hearing this, and it's like, really?
It's even worse. Yep.
Whoever was involved in that, you're disgusting. If you weren't, I'm sorry that you got these allegations put on you because they're nasty, but if it isn't the truth, then go to hell. Rotten hell. Honestly, like...
You can't. Couldn't have said it better. I couldn't have. All right, man. Do you want to take a little recess?
Yeah.
Collect your thoughts?
Yeah. Give me like 5. Let me go have a cigarette, and I'll be all right.
Cool. All right. I'm
gonna keep this on. I'm just gonna take this off.
All right, no worries. We'll take 5, everyone. I say that like we're live, but all right, man. Just get back to me whenever.
All right. See you in 5.
Hey, man. I'm back.
Oh, there you are. I'm back. All right.
How you feeling? You feeling good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just texting you. So I can cancel that. Yeah, no, it's good. So just to end that, like, comes to light about the situation. I hope certain names really aren't attached to it. But, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. All right. So, all right, I'll defer to you, and I'll let you choose how we segue. So, if you want to just move on to it from it, or if you want to
Yes.
have any final thoughts,
Yes.
up to you.
That was my final thought. You know, my hair looking too cute to be all emotional, so...
I'm glad you still have a sense of humor out of all this, man. Yeah, listen, man, I'm real sorry that happened to you.
Hey, it's all good. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the worst of us, but it happens. And I don't wish that upon anybody. So.
Same here.
You making me hungry. Look at you.
I'm sorry. I feel horrible because, you poured your heart out. I'm over here eating a muffin. I'm sorry. I got really hungry. I'm not really hungry, but... Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and transfer this. Now we can finally talk a little bit more on a positive note. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. We're talking about WWE, so I guess a not so serious note. It's a more diplomatic way of putting it. Okay. Okay, let's talk about Smackdown. What do you have any thoughts on Smackdown?
Boom.
Go ahead.
Let's go to the trusty mini back computer right here.
Yeah. So
Still have that up.
I know it's a little bit more fresh in your eyes, so I'll go ahead and take your lead.
Do you want to start with the final segment or the first segment?
We'll start with the first segment, go in chronological order.
Okay. Went on way too long. However, I've never really seen Matt Riddle in action, but the win over AJ, pretty huge. Pretty good. So it should be interesting to see where it goes from here. What is the hype with Matt Riddle? Why is he so over?
To be honest, I don't get it myself. I've seen him work a couple times. Like, I've seen him wrestle Roderick Strong at one of the NXT takeovers, and that was a pretty good match. I remember my only criticism of that match being that they used the go to sleep as a transitional move, and I didn't like that one bit because that's a move that should be a finishing move.
CM Punk's go to sleep?
Yes. Matt Riddle used the go to sleep. He calls it the bro to sleep. That
really?
That's his
the
thing.
Bro to sleep.
That's his thing. Everything is bro with him. That. Now, to be honest, the most that I know about his character, because I didn't really like watch too much NXT, but really the main thing I know about him on the surface is that he says bro a lot. He's a pothead, even though WWE doesn't mention that.
Word.
Okay.
RVD 2.0. All right.
So, and he has a UFC background. So, those are like the main points that sums up Matt Riddle.
Oh, hence all those rumors with him and Brock Lesnar having beef and okay, all right.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's so much him and Brock Lesnar have beef. I think it's more so just Matt Riddle really wants to retire Brock Lesnar. Which makes me wonder, like, what is Brock Lesnar's opinion on Matt Riddle? If he's even seen him. I don't know. Personally...
I mean, I've gotten to a point where Brock Lesnar is... He's earned everything he's gotten. I am sick of him winning the championship every time he fights for it. I feel like he's reached the status where he doesn't need it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he can still be a big name, but doesn't have to hog the championship. Because every time they put the belt on Brock Lesnar, like, he has it for a ridiculous amount of time without defending it.
Yeah.
So it's like, he doesn't need to be the champ. It's Brock Lesnar. We know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's been around for almost 20 years now.
And
he debuted, 2002?
Mm-hmm.
And we're in 2020. So that's 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. Like, he doesn't need the belt. You can still use Brock, but you don't have to hog the belt.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. But I'm up to one side of the paycheck, so...
I said this on an open debate. I personally don't think Matt Riddle deserves a match with Brock Lesnar.
Yet? Or at all?
This is just from my standpoint. The reason why is because I think Matt Riddle... Well, yes, the common thing about him is he's outspoken. Say a lot of things about Goldberg, you know, and listen, have your opinions about him. But I just don't think that it's right. Personally, I don't think that it's right that you're going to criticize a man who literally, like, got concussed in the middle of a match. And then you're still going to, like, criticize him and talk crap about him and say that he was dangerous. Personally, I lost a lot of respect for him at that point. I don't care that he doesn't like Goldberg. I personally just took offense to that. Okay, he got injured in the middle of the match, and then he's still just like throwing salt on the wounds. Character or not, I think that's wrong.
Which match is in question that you're talking about?
His match with Undertaker.
Okay.
Yeah. And then on top of that...
at Crown Jewel?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, if you saw that match, it was horrible.
Nope. I refused.
Okay, good.
No.
Yeah, it'll just make you depressed.
If Undertaker and Sting ever happened, I wouldn't watch it because it wouldn't be the same match we could have gotten 20 years ago.
Mm.
You know, like no.
Mm.
They're done. They're both done. They both need to retire. I love and I respect them, and I respect what they've done for the business. Taker, Sting, it's time to go.
Now, okay, well, let's change the setting of that. Would you watch it if, let's say, I was like, hey, man, come over to my house. We'll watch it together. Or,
no.
Hey, man, let's watch it because I want to talk about it on the podcast.
I would not be interested in watching a Sting and Undertaker match in this day and age.
Okay. Now, what if I were to say, hey, man, I'll pay you $1.
When I was 17 years old, yes, I would have been very interested to see it. No.
Okay.
No.
Now, what if I had said,
No.
hey, man, I'll pay you $1 to watch it with me?
Nope.
Okay,
Nope.
now what if I had said, hey, man, I'll pay you $1.01 to watch it with me?
You better add 2 more zeros behind that dollar for me to watch that train wreck.
Okay. No. Okay, fair enough. Hey, man, I'll pay you $2 and 00 to watch this match with me.
Nope.
What if I were to say, okay, I'll pay you $5.
Nope.
$10.
Nope.
$20.
Nope.
$35.
Nope.
$50.
Nope.
$75.
Go higher.
$100.
Maybe.
$150.
Maybe.
$200.
Yes.
$200? You do $200?
I'll get $200 to watch a train wreck. Yes.
Okay, now what about $199?
Nope.
Okay, $199.50.
I'm an even number guy. Nope. 200 or it ain't happening.
Okay, that's fair.
I
200
can sacrifice 13 minutes of my life for a train wreck of a match for $200. Yes.
Now, what if it was 15 minutes?
Sure.
Okay, what if it was 20 minutes?
I'm gonna request $50 more.
Okay, now what if it was 20 minutes? All right, that I already said.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
paying me $1,000.
What if it was 25?
1,500.
30 minutes.
Okay, you and I both know they cannot go for 30 minutes. Oh, they can. Oh no, they shouldn't. Look
Okay.
at Goldberg's matches. His matches don't last more than 10.
But we're not
minutes.
talking about Goldberg. We're talking about Undertaker and Sting.
And he's younger than both, I believe, or at least around the same age.
Sting's
No,
actually older
no.
than them. Wait, which one's younger?
Wait, Goldberg's older than both?
No, Goldberg's younger. Sorry, I said...
Yeah, exactly. So, no. Yeah, no.
Okay, okay. Now, what about if it was an hour-long Iron Man match?
Hold on! My man said Iron Man match. Oh, God.
Would you...
Not 30 minutes, but an hour.
How much would you spend?
No.
How
Nothing.
much could I pay you?
Nothing. Because they wouldn't be able to get through it. No. We're done. They have 15 minutes tops. That's it. I'm sorry. There is a time where it's just time to say goodbye. It's that time.
You think max they could do is 15 minutes?
Yes.
Now, what if they did 16 minutes? You think it's possible?
Maybe.
What if they did 18 minutes? Do you think that's possible?
No.
Really? Okay. What about 17 minutes?
No.
What about 17?
They gassed out at 16. I'm sorry.
Okay, what about 17 and a half?
Nope.
No? Okay, so
Nope.
Not even at 17?
Nope.
What
No
about
more than 16.
What about
Nope.
16 and a half?
Nope.
All right. I'd say
They are not going to give us the match that we deserve from Sting and Undertaker. When they were in their prime, yes. These are old men. No. And I know they'll probably try and do it to satisfy the fans, but don't. We're fine. Let us do it on Smackdown versus Raw, okay? Or WWE 2K37. Like, whatever. It's fine. No. Stop. Just stop. No.
Okay, we wasted about a good 10 minutes on this, so
We did.
I think we'll
I do not want to see Sting versus The Undertaker anymore.
We'll cut it.
20 years ago, yes. Today, no.
I opened up a can of worms.
Yes, you opened a Pandora's box, not a can of worms. Pandora's box.
Okay. All right.
They're legends. I respect and love them both. But no, we're not going to get the match that we deserve from those two. It's too late. It's fine. I'll take it.
Okay. That's fair.
But if it happens and you want to throw somebody $200, I'm right there with you watching it.
Wait, so you'd watch it with me for $200?
Yeah.
Even if
Why
it's
not?
20 minutes?
I mean, it's only 13 minutes of my life wasted. So
I'm saying, what if it was 20 minutes, though? Would you watch it with me for $200?
I'd be tortured, yes. But I'd probably charge you an extra $25 to $50. So.
Okay, now what if it was 25 minutes altogether?
Yeah, I'd probably let you keep your money and just go home.
Okay, what if it was 24 minutes?
Same issue. You can keep your money and I'm going home. Okay?
What if it was 23?
Same thing.
22?
They have a 15-minute limit, okay? That's all they can do. 15 minutes. Not a second more, okay? 15 minutes.
Okay. All right. I'm done messing. Wait, I thought you said 16-minute limit.
Yeah, I changed it. It's 15.
Okay.
It's 15 minutes.
Okay. That's fair. This was... Okay. Listen, man, I'm just trying to see, like, where the line is drawn here.
The line's drawn at 15 minutes if they want to do an Undertaker and Sting match, and I hope they never do at this point.
Okay. Fair enough.
But in wrestling, never say never. So I'm sure WrestleMania 40, Undertaker and Sting, goddamn, they're 80 years old now. Okay, great.
Alrighty. So, okay, so going back to Matt Riddle. Not that I'm still, like, upset with him or anything like that, but I just think that was kind of a dick move to do. Personally, just my opinion. And ever since then, I've just kind of looked at this guy and I've just said, like, this guy, like, I don't know. I don't think he's that much respectable, in my opinion. And if I'm being completely honest, like you said, I don't get the hype. I personally am not a fan of Matt Riddle in that regard, where, like, you know, like, one thing I've noticed is that he has incredible stamina. He has incredible conditioning. I'll give him that. He can be pretty smooth. But for the most part, I'm not really a fan of Matt Riddle all that much. In my opinion, there's nothing that he does that brings to the table that somebody else can't do. Personally. Right. You want someone who's very talented. I like Chad Gable. And I'm not calling him Shorty G because he has a fucking name. Chad Gable. He's all around amazing. And if you give him that time, he can showcase that. AJ Styles, amazing talent. Daniel Bryan, amazing talent. Great matches. Like, there are so many other people with a library of amazing matches. Look at Adam Cole versus Daniel Bryan on Smackdown. Great match.
Is Adam Cole on Smackdown now, or
he is on NXT? He had that match with Daniel Bryan because that was the night after a Saudi show where they all got stuck with an airport incident.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But, well, anyway, point being, Matt Riddle to me is nothing special. I'm sorry, but just because you say bro a lot, and because, well, you like to smoke weed, that's not really a character, that's just having traits. And I think, personally, I'd like to see more of a character for Matt Riddle. And not only that, but, I don't know, I think there's so many other people who can do his athleticism better than him, and can have better matches than him. I'm sorry. I still have to see more Matt Riddle matches. So that's, you know what? That's a criticism on my own. But here's the thing. I also haven't seen enough to give him a fair assessment, which I should. So,
and that's where I kind of stand too. But from what I have seen, I just don't get the hype. Just like you. I don't get it. I look at people like Dolph Ziggler, and it's like, oh, really? Like, I'd rather watch Dolph than Matt. I really would. Because like you said earlier, Dolph has a character. Matt Riddle doesn't. Yeah. So to me, Matt Riddle is just a new age RVD, which makes me think about RVD because it's like, well, damn, he was one of the dopest wrestler in the 90s. But come to think about it, he really didn't have a character.
Was that a pun intended?
Yes.
That was good. Yes. I can't believe I caught that.
So I get it. But a character like that is really not that interesting these days because that's anyone you meet on the street. So, I don't know. Whatever. We'll see. Keep pushing, Matt. You're on SmackDown now.
Yeah. And personally, I personally would have liked to see other people on the roster. Like Adam Cole, for one. Anybody on the Undisputed Era. I would have loved to have seen Keith Lee. That guy... He could be a star right now, and he should be a star.
Dude, when I watched the Royal Rumble, he was a star.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
Yeah. And if you saw Survivor Series, that man had a breakout moment to the point where even CM Punk said Keith Lee should win the Royal Rumble.
Wow.
To get the endorsement from CM Punk.
Wow.
I'm just saying. You know.
Okay, I have a question for you. Do you think a CM Punk return is imminent now? Since he is a part of WWE again in some sort of capacity?
Well, the thing about that is it's third party. So he's more or less a Fox employee than a WWE employee.
Fuck.
Hold on. That's why he gets to be as outspoken as he can. Now... Here's the thing that CM Punk has said. He's constantly changed his tune. And, like, over the years, he's changed his tune more and more, gearing towards, you know what? I'm open to returning to wrestling. He has said, like, it's not something I'm actively pursuing. You know, and this was his first episode back. Or I guess his second episode back. Anyway, he said it's not something I'm actively pursuing. So, I mean, to me, that's another version of never say never. And I think that over time, maybe not within this year, because I had thought that he would have returned by WrestleMania. But I think that by
this whole year's been Jumanji, so he may return at next year's WrestleMania. Who knows?
Yeah. Honestly, listen, if all this... personally, if we get to the point where we can have a live crowd again, that's when I would like to see CM Punk come back. That's it. I do not want to see him return during this time of WWE employees as the crowd. It's just not the same. It's just not the same.
It's not. You know, wrestling is meant to be watched by an audience. And I only want CM Punk to come back because I think that'll open the door for AJ Lee to come back. And I think the women's division right now really needs a breath of fresh air. Just, I don't know. It was doing very well for a while, but now it's just become stagnant.
Yeah.
You know, and I think there needs to be a lot of revamping with a lot of the ladies. Honestly, the only one I think that doesn't need a revamp is Charlotte. Charlotte is Charlotte. That is my queen. And I will argue that till the day I die, unless something happens where I change my opinion. But Charlotte's the best. But I think with AJ Lee coming back into the women's division, I think it'll really turn things around. Like Sasha Banks, Bayley, I've thrown them to the back burner. Becky Lynch, she's still up there. You know, she's pregnant now. Congratulations, Becky. But, like, they need something. They're not using what they already have. They haven't been using what they already have. So bring in something else. And I think AJ Lee would be perfect right now.
Yeah, I personally agree. I think the women's division would need a shot in the arm like AJ Lee. And here's what I think you could do with her. I think, personally, currently you have a Lana-Natalya storyline going on, where they're both feuding with Liv Morgan. And to my knowledge, Liv Morgan just recently had a segment with Ruby Riott. Now hold on, before you go to sleep, just give me a second. Give me a second before you go to sleep. Just hear me out. Hear me out. Here's what you do with this. You can cap this feud kind of quick, right? Nip it in the butt by having a tag team match with Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan up against Natalya and Lana. Okay? During this, what you do have is right before it seems like Liv Morgan is about to win, Ruby Riott betrays her again, hits her with her finisher, whatever it may be, and then hold on, before you go to sleep, wake up. Before you go to sleep again, here's what happens. Liv Morgan takes the fall, okay? But it doesn't end there. Liv Morgan, she's a fan favorite amongst the fans. So you have her call Ruby Riott out on her bullshit. And then she says, you better get a partner because I challenge you to a tag team match. And a partner of your choosing versus a partner of my choosing. And she's going to kick your ass. So, next pay-per-view, right? You build up weeks to come. You have Ruby Riott tormenting Liv Morgan with whoever as her choosing. I don't care who. Fuck it. Make it Lana. I don't know. I don't care. Hold on. Don't go to sleep. Next thing you know. Or actually, make it Natalya. I think she's a better name than Lana. Because Lana in the ring... Stop. Okay. They're both waiting on Liv Morgan. She comes out. Next thing you hear, AJ Lee's music pops up. And you have two Spitfires, as Booker T would call them. Two Spitfires in the ring. You have a match. Her first match back is AJ Lee.
And this is Lana and...
Sorry. No. Natalya and Ruby Riott. And the reason I picked Natalya is because, well, she's more versatile in the ring. And she is the most familiar with AJ Lee. So it works. Now. So she's a good in-ring competitor.
You're right. Okay.
So, while you're doing all that, here's what you do. During the match, you have AJ Lee and Liv Morgan showcase some double team moves. You would give her a lot of the pop, whatever. Point is, at the end of the match, you want to see Liv Morgan get the pin. So what do? Liv Morgan gets the fucking pin. After that, they both endorse each other. So not only do you have an established AJ Lee return, you have a feud victory for Liv Morgan, a fan favorite people want to see pushed. And then from there, you can stem the feud from Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott to AJ Lee and Ruby Riott. And you have them start their own program. Liv Morgan, you do what you want with her. I'm really not quite sure, to be honest with you. And then there you go.
But in all this, Natty has to take the fall, right?
No, it could be Ruby Riott.
Okay.
It doesn't...
I'm tired of Natty taking the fall. To be honest with you, she should be on Charlotte's status right now. Mm-hmm. She earned it. She deserves it. She has the skills for it. The way they do her is wrong. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She's a heart, god damn it. And she's had the belt 3-4 times out of her 12+ year career. Mm-hmm. Come on. We should be getting epic matches from Natty and Charlotte right now. We should have been getting those matches. And mind you, we got a few, but come on.
Yeah, I know.
Clearly, they've given up on... They've clearly given up on Sasha Banks and Bayley.
Yeah.
They're like, we still want to keep you there, so we'll just throw you the women's tag team titles again. Which, mind you, in my opinion, have become a joke. And then you're destroying all the women teams you have to begin with. So, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. I am not interested in Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. I am not. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Never have been. Mm-hmm. But you have the Iconics. Come on.
Well, I'm a fan of the Iconics, so.
Same here. I wasn't at first, but I'm like, they're a legit tag team. Like, you have the Iconics. Hell, you had Nia and Tamina. At least you're doing something with Tamina.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a Tamina fan than Nia. But damn, even Tamina deserves better than that.
I mean, I'm more of a everybody other than Tamina fan than Tamina. I think, hell, I'll even go as far as to say I prefer Matt Riddle to Tamina, and I don't even like Matt Riddle that much. Shoot.
Well, damn. Okay.
I'd rather watch 1,000 Nikki Bella matches than than Nia Jax.
No, you lying. I know you lying. You think about what you just said. Think about it.
I'm gonna go sit in the corner now. I'm sorry.
I'll give you 10 seconds. Think about what you just said.
I'll go sit in the corner.
Yeah, you do that. You're on timeout. I'm gonna go take a shot while you do that. 10 seconds. Shame. Shame.
Okay,
Ed.
I'm back.
Ed.
10 seconds is up.
I'm about to be back right now. I have to take a shot after that one. Really? Nikki Bella? Wow. Okay.
I tell you, I'm not a fan of Nia Jax constantly injuring people. At least Nikki's more
I'm not
safe.
a fan of Nia, but I'm a fan of Tamina. Tamina.
I'm not talking about Tamina, though. I'm talking about Nia.
Oh, you're talking about Nia? Okay.
Yes.
Well, look. I feel like Nia had her chance. I lost all faith in her after she won the women's championship, and they put her in that stupid getting bullied storyline. You are the biggest woman on this roster. You can kill. And you kind of almost do. But I'm not buying that you're being bullied. Like, you can go out there and wreck these girls.
It's really hard to take her seriously after that storyline. I'll be honest with you.
No, it is. It is. And that's why it's been hard for me to be a fan of hers again, because it's like, I can't. I can't. I'd rather have Ronda Rousey back. I'll put that out there. Over Nikki Bella.
You think about what you just said. Now you get 10 seconds.
Am I on timeout?
Yeah, 10 seconds.
Okay. Ronda
10 seconds.
3 1,000.
10 seconds.
5 1,000. 6 1,000. 7 1,000. 8 1,000. 9 1,000. 10 1,000. And I'm back.
Okay.
Really? Even over Nikki?
Huh?
I don't want to say the name. I'm not trying to be on timeout again, but really?
I'm sorry.
Are you going to put Nikki above RR?
Oh, I'm not putting her above either. I hate them both. But listen. If I had to be put on timeout just because I say Nikki Bella, you're damn sure going to be on timeout because you dare said you wanted Ronda Rousey back.
I don't, but I'd rather have her back.
Okay. No.
Over Nikki.
We're not talking about Nikki, though. We're talking about Nia.
We are. Well, damn. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. If I can't say...
You know what? Yeah.
If I can't say Nikki over Nia, you can't say Ronda over Nia.
So we'd rather have Nia over Nikki and Ronda? Damn. Okay.
You know what? All right. You know what? Just because we both created this mess, we're both on timeout. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
How long's this timeout?
10 seconds. Okay, anyway. Anyway,
Oh,
back to reality here.
wow.
What the
What
hell
is
are
wrong
we
with
talking
this?
about?
What is wrong with this?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna blame it on 2020. It's been a rough year. We're not thinking straight. So there we go. All right.
Okay. All right. So, we were talking about CM Punk. Okay. Listen, to answer your full question here, that's how I would book an AJ Lee return. And I think that, I mean, it's a decent way to put over Liv Morgan. However, if the goal is to just push AJ Lee, then obviously you just have her feud with Charlotte Flair, the biggest star in the company. But
see, that's what I wouldn't want right away.
Well, why not?
Now, I would want to see not right away.
Okay, then you warm her up with my proposed idea.
You can use AJ to elevate some of these other females, like you said, Liv Morgan. I'm all for that. I like Liv.
Mm-hmm.
I like Liv. Hell, even Carmella. You know how I felt about Carmella a few years ago.
Okay, but I don't really want to see a Carmella AJ storyline.
Why?
Listen, not that I'm not a fan of Carmella, don't get me wrong, but of all the women to work with,
this is going to be good for Mella. It's going to elevate her even more. Now, I'll give Carmella this. She got herself to a certain spot. All right? You know, boom. This will elevate her even more.
Okay, but does Carmella...
Even losing to AJ Lee, it will elevate Carmella.
Okay.
If they put on a solid match, like, boom, you're good.
Okay, but does Carmella really have the potential that Liv Morgan has? Now, listen to what I'm saying here.
Yes.
Does she have the potential to be the fan favorite that Liv Morgan is?
Yes.
Okay, that's your opinion. And listen.
Okay, just look at her work with R-Truth. She helped him.
Yes, but listen, R-Truth was the entertaining one. And not to say Carmella wasn't entertaining, but you can't tell me that someone like freaking Michael McGillicuddy was able to do what R-Truth did. Or you can't tell me that someone like Dolph Ziggler was able to pull the role that R-Truth pulled. You can't tell me that. Like, I'm sorry.
Okay. Dolph could have pulled that off.
No.
I will argue that to the end of time. Dolph could have pulled that off.
I refuse to. I'm sorry. I refuse to agree with that.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry, but Truth is so good at his role.
He is, and I'm not taking anything away from him.
You are when you dare insult
pulled
him.
That off.
No. You're just insulting R-Truth.
No, you guys everyone's sleeping on Dolph Ziggler's skills. He should have been a multiple-time heavyweight champion at this point.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. I'm sorry, but no. Listen, yes, he should have been a multiple world champion, but we're not arguing that. We're arguing his role, and I'm sorry, but he cannot pull what R-Truth has pulled. I'm sorry. It would take someone the level of The Rock's skill to pull what R-Truth pulled. That's how good R-Truth is at his role.
Time out. You're telling me Dolph Ziggler doesn't have at least 35% of The Rock's skills?
He doesn't even have 25.
Yo! Okay. You ain't seeing me. Okay. Oh. All right.
Okay, fine. I'll be more fair. He has 19% of The Rock's skill. 19.
We'll agree to disagree on that one then. Wow. I mean, our true skills only went towards the 24/7 championship, but, whatever.
Yes. And you know what? If he was WWE...
Which is the new hardcore championship, so it means nothing.
Oh, I know it doesn't mean nothing. I know. Baby, listen, we're not arguing that. We're not arguing that. We're arguing our truth skill as in his role.
Okay. Damn.
He got me interested in the 24/7 championship for a little bit. And before that thing, when that thing became unveiled, I was so against the idea of a 24/7 championship because it's a title that's essentially meaningless, and then you're going to overpower the finishing moves. It's stupid to me. The whole concept was stupid to me back then, stupid to me now. But R-Truth has made me entertained, and I liked it.
Okay, here's the thing. I see what you're saying, and honestly, both R-Truth and Dolph Ziggler should be feuding.
I don't know what you're gonna say, but I'm already saying no. Go for it.
Just hear me out. They both should be feuding over at least the Intercontinental, United States, or Universal Championship. I think both have earned that level.
You think that they...
No, because you are right about R-Truth. He is on The Rock's level when it comes to entertaining. And the thing is, he's always that way, and they're just now starting to see it. So R-Truth is getting his comings up way later than he should have. Like, I know he's been, U.S. champion in the past, tag team champion, but whatever. But IC title, Universal title, both him and Dolph. Well, Dolph should be for the World Heavyweight Championship too. But, fine. Yeah.
So, okay, so what you're saying is Dolph Ziggler and R-Truth are both talented enough to be in the world title picture.
Yes.
No.
100% most definitely.
No.
Which one?
To Dolph Ziggler.
But he's been a world champion, though.
So has Jinder Mahal. What are you trying to say?
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, I might shut the fuck up. I forgot about that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Listen, I do think personally Dolph Ziggler... Not current
Dolph Ziggler is IC title material
2013 Dolph Ziggler, yes. But Dolph Ziggler today, no. I personally cannot see him in a world title picture anymore. He's past his prime. He's just past it. He's lost it. He's lost all investment. The guy constantly cries wolf. I don't even want to see him in the next promotion. The guy constantly cries wolf about his career and woe is me, and then he comes back like this is WWE, some sort of toxic relationship for him. I do not care anything about him.
Well, duh, Ed. Look at the way he's been treated.
Yes, but you can only complain so much until people start to lose interest because all you're doing is complaining and not doing anything about it.
I haven't seen his complaints.
Dude. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Hashtag Team Dolph. I'm with you, Ziggler. I love how we had an itinerary and totally just went off of it. This is why I like PLK. We can do stuff like this.
Man, I am so glad we decided to go live. This is even better. Now I can see your face every time I say something stupid.
I'm gonna start wearing my mask so you just can't see my facial reaction.
Dude, I'm sorry, but your reactions are it's kind of what's making the show for me right now. Shoot.
Oh.
Now I really want to do this weekly. Okay.
I am Bigler for Ziggler. Dolph, I'm on your side, buddy.
Bigler for Ziggler.
That sounded fucking gross.
Listen, man, you could be Bigler for Ziggler, but dude, I'd go in the booth for. I would go in the booth for Truth any day. Just saying.
Oh God, I can't.
This is clearly one of our most classic episodes now. It's quickly becoming.
It is. So, who would get fired first, Dolph Ziggler or R-Truth?
Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler constantly complains. Listen, Ziggler constantly complains about his spot and woe is me and all this. I'm not even talking in character. It's just who he is on social media, constantly complaining about shit and my career is about to come to an end. I don't know if I'm gonna resign. Just cut your losses. I'm cutting my losses with this guy. Truth, on the other hand, he never complains. Everything I read about him. Let's do it, man. I'm always for it. That's the guy we need on our team. He's always a team player.
Okay, I see your point in that. Okay, R-Truth has been with them since, 98, right?
Yes.
So, fuck. Like, over 20 years.
Yes.
I get it. I get where Dolph Ziggler is complaining from. This man is talented.
Okay, but then...
In the ring, on the mic, he's talented. So many of his matches are fucking great.
Okay,
like,
I get that.
He was this new generation Shawn Michaels. Hell, he even started dressing like Shawn Michaels.
And that's the problem as well.
That's not a problem. I was here for it. I'm like, ooh, that was Shawn circa 1995. Let's do it.
Well, why would you want to be Shawn Michaels 2.0 when you could be Dolph Ziggler 1.0?
But he wasn't. He was being Dolph Ziggler.
You just said he was dressing like Shawn Michaels.
Okay, so he stole somebody's wardrobe, but he was still Dolph Ziggler.
He was even stealing his moveset.
Okay, I'm on timeout. Yeah, I just realized what I said. Hold on. 10 1,000, 9 1,000, 8 6 1,000, 5 1,000, 4 1,000. Fuck it. We're done talking about Dolph Ziggler. I'm tired of being on timeout. Hashtag Team Dolph.
Okay. Listen. You listening?
I'm listening.
Well, good, because then there'd be no point to me saying listen. Now, anyway, listen. I am personally not Dolph Ziggler's biggest fan. And the reason why is because he's the guy who constantly complains about his job but never does anything about it. He constantly I'm so mistreated poorly. Well, then just fucking leave. Quit re-signing your contracts. Quit doing all that. Quit wasting your time. If you feel so wasted, request your release. Luke Harper did it. Let's see here. Mike Kanellis.
Perfect 10, dude.
Ty Dillinger, who's now Sean Spears. He can be in AEW right now, becoming a multiple-time world champion. He could be an Impact, becoming a multiple-time world champion. I don't care. But if you're
ain't nobody trying to go there.
Okay, well, ain't nobody trying to go there. Listen, what his goal could be. Listen, if he really wanted to make a change for himself, or if he's not too tired of complaining all the time, what he could do is maybe, I don't know, make Impact must-see TV like he thinks he has the potential to do. Or go to AEW. I don't know. But at this point in your life, quit complaining and do something about it. That's just how I look at it.
Okay. Alright, I see your point. No Ziggler.
I'm sorry, I can't feel bad for a man who constantly shoots himself in the foot.
You're going to regret what you just said. A year from now, you're going to be wishing Doc Ziggler was still with the company.
Why?
If he isn't.
Are you a time traveler? How do you know he's not going to be?
Because he might watch this and take his ass to AEW.
Good!
Or Impact.
Good! That means he listened to my advice, so I'm not going to be regretting it. I'm going to be praising it. I'm going to be like, hell yeah! This is the damn day I told Dolph Ziggler to take his ass on out of WWE. Fuck yes.
Dolph, if you leave, go to AEW, okay?
Okay, go to AEW. Shoot.
I don't even watch it, but just go there. I don't like to watch Impact.
I'm not gonna...
Any wrestling fan you meet, they don't even know what Impact is. It's sad.
I'm not going to regret...
watching wrestling for years.
Listen, I'm not going to regret making my criticisms if they come from a good place. And I think that I personally come from a good place. I'm just sick of hearing the complaints about, oh, I'm so unhappy. It's just, do something about it. Quit talking and just do something about it.
I see your point.
That's how I look at it.
I see your point, man.
Thank you.
But I think Dolph reached a point in his career in WWE where he's kind of typecasted in a way, so he's never going to go above IC, US, maybe Universal title. I don't see...
Well, that's in WWE.
Yeah, that's in WWE.
Yeah, if he goes to AEW, then he could shoot straight for the world champion. If they really wanted him to, they could have him feud with Moxley. They can have him feud with Kenny Omega, MJF, whoever. I don't know.
Okay, I know who Kenny Omega is. Who in the fuck are the other two?
You have to watch AEW.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
But he's a really good heel. He's I've seen some of his work online. He's actually really good. He keeps like character 100% of the time.
Moxley? John Moxley? You talking about Dean Ambrose?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I thought you were asking about MJF.
Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, Moxley. That's Dean Ambrose's new name.
Yeah, his name is John Moxley.
You see, they had good chemistry in WWE, so...
Yeah.
It might work out for him.
Yeah, and shoot, like, one match I specifically remember, they had a match for the world title when they were having a tournament, back in 2015 when Seth Rollins got injured. That's how I know that they have good chemistry, because that was a really good match.
Oh, you see that, Dolph? He has something nice to say about you.
Yeah. So
just remember who is on your side, Dolph.
Well, all you Dolph fans can't say that I hate Dolph Ziggler because I just gave him a praise. Now.
You did.
Now. Anyway, I still think the guy should leave.
Damn. You don't end it with that?
Yes. Yes.
Dolph, you alright, but leave. I love it.
Yeah. Please. Go. Listen. Why is that such a bad thing? Why is it such a bad thing to ask Dolph Ziggler to leave a company where you're not getting showcased enough to go to another company where you will be showcased enough? Why is that such a bad thing?
It's not. It makes the most sense. Yeah, you know what, Dolph? It's time to go.
I mean, I'm just...
AEW, Dolph. AEW. Cody will take care of you.
And listen, not for nothing, but Impact currently has EC3 from what it seems like. So I'm pretty stoked about that.
He went back home. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Listen, if I had Impact, like, if I had their channel on my TV, I would be watching Impact regularly. Because EC3, the idea of EC3 and TNA, that's entertaining to me. That's TV I can watch. Because I know they won't do him wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Because WWE did him dirty. I'm sorry. Like, they really did.
Yeah.
I was a fan of EC3. They did him dirty.
Completely.
Vince, you dropped the ball on that, bro. Sorry.
Yeah.
You dropped the ball on that. And I hope you fucking regret it.
Alright. Okay. So going back to answering your question. Yes, I think CM Punk return is imminent, but maybe in 2022. That's how far I think it's gonna go, because I just don't see it happening next year. Maybe if the money's right, he will return sooner than 2022. I don't know.
Well, I hope if that happens, AJ Lee comes in somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's for a short period, like Ronda, it'll just be good to see her back.
Yeah.
You know, she hang in there even after CM Punk left, and still did her thing. Elevated Paige. Elevated Nikki Bella. So,
and she retired at a pretty young age. So I mean, there's gonna be ring rust, but it's not like she's gonna be completely outgassed. And maybe there is gonna be a lot to keep up with. Because I mean, the women's division is a lot more athletic than, and not to say that AJ Lee isn't athletic, but listen, as much as I love AJ Lee, I have never seen her do what Charlotte Flair does in the ring.
No, times are different. Because you have to think, what, AJ Lee retired how many years ago?
2014? 6 years ago.
So 6 years ago.
Wow,
yeah.
6 years ago.
Things have changed.
That feels like such a little time. It feels like she retired longer ago. Crazy.
No, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like after some time she'll get back into it and she can be on that level. But I see exactly what you're saying, though. Mm-hmm. Like, things have changed. Mm-hmm. Becky, Charlotte, the four horsewomen in general have changed the game.
Yeah.
In the women's division.
Yeah.
I still have mad respect for Sasha and Bayley. I just have given up hope on Sasha. Not trying to knock her, but I think the company is knocking her. So she gets title reigns, but they only last weeks. Mm-hmm. She's never had one solid reign. Bayley's currently, I think, the longest reigning Smackdown Women's Champion.
Yeah, and she's currently the Women's Tag Team Champions with Sasha.
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie, she deserves it. Bayley is a good in-ring competitor. So is Sasha. But I think she got the worst end of the deal out of the four horsemen.
I gotta ask you a question. Do you think that... And, to add to that, I think it's actually kind of crazy because she's the one that people saw the most potential in.
Right.
Now, anyway, to add to that, to ask you a question related to Sasha and Bayley, do you think fans honestly care? And let me, this question is also for you. Do you honestly care if we ever see Sasha and Bayley feud?
Yes. I'm going to say yes.
You still want to see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Here's the thing. So we had Charlotte and Becky as BFFs, right? Mm-hmm. And we saw when that feud all broke out, that was fucking epic. Mm-hmm. And I think the same thing can be done with Sasha and Bayley.
Right, but... Okay, sorry, go ahead. I would want Sasha to come out on top at the end of this feud, like Becky came out on top at the end of her feud with Charlotte. Mm-hmm. I just think they both deserved it. Mm-hmm. I am happy and satisfied with Becky's title reign because at first she was the one with the short end of the stick out of the four horsewomen. They were the ones getting the titles, the title opportunities, and poor Becky was always left in the back. Then all of a sudden, boom, and it worked. And I think the same thing can happen for Sasha, but they have to execute that soon. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, people are going to stop believing in Sasha. Mm-hmm.
So I do want to see a Bayley Sasha feud.
Still, after all these years.
Yes, I want to see Sasha turn on Bayley, or even vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of it, I want to see Sasha come out on top.
Okay.
End of day.
That's a fair opinion. Personally, I don't, because I think they've played too much of this half-pregnant bullshit where, like, oh, we're going to have her, they're going to have some malfunction at the junction, where Bayley one week will yell at Sasha, "You ain't shit, Sasha!" And then next week, oh, they're back to being friends and they set aside their differences. I think I've seen that too many times.
I see what you're saying, but I think that's really strategic buildup.
Mm-hmm.
So when it does actually happen, you're like, all right, we went through like 2.5 years of this. Okay, now it's popping off. I think it's perfect. Okay. I think it's perfect. I do want to see it. Because I think when it happens, it's going to be like, oh, yo. Because we're all going to go back to that very first moment when they started having friction. Mm-hmm. And had to go see a therapist and all that stuff. Like, yeah. Okay. Do it. But do it soon. Now, this is something they shouldn't drag out for like another year or two. No. This needs to pop off by the next WrestleMania. That's all the time I'm giving it. Anything past that, no, I'm not interested. Okay. As of now, yes. Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
Between now and April, they have plenty of time to build up just a little bit more friction. Boom. It's perfect.
Okay.
But Sasha needs to be the one that comes out on top. I'm sorry. Sasha is talented. She deserves a much better title reign than the 3 or 4 that she's had that have only lasted no more than a month or a couple of weeks. Let Sasha have this reign.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
The other 3 have. Let Sasha have her due. It's time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, well, that's fair. I think personally, I see where you're coming from. And we'll end it there because I honestly have no more to say on that. Sorry. Okay, so going back to the Matt Riddle, AJ Styles stuff. Now, I saw the match. It was physical. It was good. I like how WWE really put over Matt Riddle. Like, it screams to me that they're very serious about Matt Riddle. And I like that because they said they put over the former world champion, former 2-time world champion, and current Intercontinental champion. I think that's brilliant. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
So, if they're going full sail with this Matt Riddle character, if they're going full sail with this Matt Riddle character, then by all means, I think good for them. Good for Matt. Personally, not my cup of tea again, but okay, whatever. Let's get into the women's segment with Miz and Morrison.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. They had Mandy and Sonya.
Yeah, so go ahead and walk me through that. What happened?
So, okay, the part I started watching, Sonya came out there and she was talking trash to Mandy, of course, and pretty much just spitting, oh, yeah, this and this and that and that. We were a team, but you never really cared about me, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like this segment, but I think this feud's going on too long. Like, end it now. And for one, I don't think they should be breaking them up.
I think they would have. They already broke them up.
Yeah, but I don't think they should have. Mm. That's another solid women's tag team that could have been the women's tag team champs already. Because here's the thing. With them being broken up, they're not going to do a damn thing with Mandy Rose or Sonya Deville. They're not. The best thing Mandy has going for her is her little thing with Otis. Poor Sonya, 2 months from now, we won't even know who she is.
You hit the nail on the head right there. I'll be honest. I have been feeling the same way. Like, I just don't... Now, listen. I did always see, personally, I always thought that if they were going to break them up, I always saw Sonya Deville becoming the baby face and Mandy Rose being the backstabbing one. So I'm just kind of surprised that
it was the other way around.
Yeah. But, I mean, I get it, too, because you put Otis and Mandy together, and the two go really well together. You know, so...
You can still do that, but keep Mandy and Sonya together.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like, I totally agree.
Because now you're bringing Otis's charisma into the dynamic of Mandy and Sonya, and putting them in the women's tag team title picture.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they kind of dropped the ball with this story and lost a good women's tag team.
I think the feud should have ended after WrestleMania, because I'll be honest, I don't remember a thing going on now. Like, I don't know what is going on between the two now.
No, I have no idea why it's still going on now. That's why when I watched it, I'm like, this is still going? Like, okay.
Yeah, like, I think personally what's going on is they don't know what to do with either of these two women, so they're just having them together. For what, though? Like, they're just kind of having, like, a forgettable program, which was once really, really good, too. So I'm just so confused. So, yeah. They're gonna just kind of be put in the back burner. Personally, I'm with you. I think that they're really gonna be, like, sacrificing Sonya Deville here. I think at this point you should just have her move to Raw and keep Mandy on SmackDown. That's probably the best option.
Yeah. Either way, that would be a better option, but either way, both are about to be forgotten. Sorry.
Well, I mean, Tucker is...
More Sonya than Otis, Mandy, because, I mean, Otis, he's the Money in the Bank winner, right?
Yeah. So that's what
Mandy still has kind of a storyline going on there, because what I've been reading a lot is Mandy's there for that briefcase.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Good storyline. Mm-hmm. But poor Sonya, who's actually more athletic.
She's going to fall to the wayside.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, I will disagree with you. Sonya... Listen, I know she's an MMA boxer, but Mandy's pretty athletic. Have you seen her moveset?
No, I have. You're right. I mean, okay. Yeah,
come on, that's discrediting Mandy a little bit.
They're 50-50.
Okay, 50-50. I'll settle on that.
You are right. I'm sorry, Mandy, if you ever watch this. No disrespect. I watched you on Tough Enough. No, you earn where you're at. I don't want to see either of them just get brushed to the wayside, because both are very talented.
I agree.
Extremely talented.
I agree.
They would have been strong women's champions, in my opinion. Even more than the Iconics. Athletically, they're way better than the Iconics. Sorry, Iconics, I love you too. But I'm sorry, Mandy and Sonya are way more athletic. But that's just gone. So there's still a way to bring it back, but I feel like the only way for them to save themselves is bringing it back. Having a solid tag team title run and then splitting up again.
Well, I mean, at this point, who's more dependent upon who? Like, do you think that Mandy needs to tag team more? Do you think that Sonya needs to tag team more? Do you think that they need each other equally? What do you think? Because personally, I don't think that you really need... Like, I don't think that Mandy needs Sonya to survive, but I do think that Sonya needs Mandy to survive.
I don't think either way. I think if they book them right, both can do their own thing on their own.
Well, of course, because if you book anybody right, they can survive. You know what I mean?
Not necessarily.
Really?
Yes. They both have talent, so you can. If you book them right themselves, they'd be okay. Like you said, if they say just move Mandy to Raw,
move Sonya to Raw,
or move Sonya to Raw, I think they can thrive if you book them the right way. But we all know they're not going to do that. If they put them on different shows, they would both end up becoming jobbers. I'm sorry. I've seen it. I've seen Natty go through this, and she's been with the company over 10 years. I've seen Alicia Fox go through this. She's retired now, been with the company over 10 years. You just have to book them right, but they're not going to if they completely split them up like that. It could be a saving grace, just book them right.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get on with the final segment of SmackDown, the main event. And this is the one I've been really, I've been excited to talk about. This is what...
Oh, that Firefly Funhouse.
This one gave me inspiration to talk about, to podcast this episode. So, we had Bray Wyatt, his return. Not only did we return Bray Wyatt, but we saw Bray Wyatt. We'll get into that.
Yes.
We'll get into that. I thought this was perfect. I think that, listen, you had Braun Strowman go out there, but instead of having the Fiend, you had Mr. Cult Leader, Follow the Buzzards, Bray Wyatt, resurrected, and I think that's brilliant. And I loved his promo too. Like I just thought his line was about, in order to move forward, we have to correct the past. I thought that was something out of a horror film. Just brilliant. Honestly, it really made me like truly appreciate Bray Wyatt's in-ring promos, because listen, you know, his character, it's great. He's clearly proven that he's not one-dimensional. He can play any role that he wants when he did the Firefly Funhouse. But
yeah,
now,
I feel like Bray Wyatt is this generation's Undertaker. He's brilliant. I love it. I'm here for it. Like, he is this generation's Undertaker. His promos are fire. His character's fire. His in-ring performance is fire. So I'm all with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and like, I just think that he came back with this Cult Leader gimmick, and it just, like a glove, he just made it work like magic. And I think that, personally, in my opinion, this just proves the versatility of Bray Wyatt, and why I think that Bray Wyatt should be a world champion again. I think he should beat Braun Strowman. Personally, he's that good. He can be WWE's next top star, and he should be.
Bray Wyatt shouldn't have lost to Goldberg in the first place.
Yeah, see, that I don't really care
He should still be champion right now. I'm sorry.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Touching on everything you just said, no. That is championship material.
The reason I don't care about that so much is because, well, worst case scenario, Bray Wyatt lost an ugly tomato title, a blueberry belt. He should be world champion, WWE world champion, in my opinion.
I feel you. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
the first heavyweight championship he won, that didn't last very long. But,
fair enough.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel like...
Damn, I forgot that even happened.
Yeah. Elimination Chamber.
Yes. I forgot that even happened. And I was...
2018?
I was at Smackdown when he cut his very first promo as WWE Champion. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I forgot about that.
Yes.
And I was even there for that match when he had a triple threat match with John Cena and AJ Styles. How did I forget all that?
I'll never forget it because I was so proud of him. Because everything you just said, I agree with. And I hope he wins the championship back. I think they waited too long to put any sort of world heavyweight championship on Braun Strowman. I also feel like Braun Strowman doesn't need to be a world heavyweight champion either. He's our new monster.
Yeah.
And I love Braun Strowman. Hell, I follow Adam on Instagram.
I'm personally not a fan of Braun Strowman. I hate Braun Strowman. I'm sorry, I can't get into his character. I don't like a thing about him. I talked about this with Mr. Quincy Jones. But...
Damn.
Sorry, go ahead. Keep going. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I'm not a mega fan, so we won't get into the whole other debate that we got into earlier. But like, I just feel like Braun Strowman is a cool character, but he doesn't need a championship. He needs to be that monster heel or that monster face.
So, do you think that Dolph Ziggler needs a championship?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. I'd rather have Dolph over Braun. With the championship.
Okay.
At least Dolph can carry a good match. And, okay, I'm sorry about that, Adam. Braun Strowman can carry a decent match, but...
Not a great match.
Not a great one.
Yeah.
Now, you come to someone like Bray Wyatt, who's very versatile. He can go toe-to-toe with someone like The Undertaker. AJ Styles.
He made me excited for a Braun Strowman match.
Exactly. But all the energy he puts behind his character is amazing. Every time I watch him, I'm like, okay, this generation has their Undertaker.
Uh-huh.
Like, we ever had grandkids one day, we're going to talk about the Undertaker. They're going to talk about Bray Wyatt.
Mm.
And that's fine. He's earned it. And I wish... I hope that the WWE knows what they're doing with him. I just really do.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
The whole Fiend gimmick, the Firefly Funhouse, I'm all with it. It's perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. But don't have him losing to Goldberg. I'm sorry. No.
Yeah.
No. I understand Goldberg is a legend.
See that rematch?
No.
Really?
I don't care for which championship it's for. No. He deserves better than
what
that.
if it was to redeem the Fiend's win against Goldberg?
If it's for the WWE title and Bray Wyatt wins, then yes, I'm all for it.
Okay. Now, would you
just
watch
like you
the
said,
match?
at least it was for a trash belt.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have to pay me to watch it.
Okay. Personally, listen, whoever holds that title, I feel bad for them because I personally can't get into whoever that title is for. I don't like that title. I don't care about that title.
I hold the Universal title under the United States and the IC Championship.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That title is garbage.
That title
you should
is
have just brought back the World Heavyweight title.
Yes, bring back that title. That is a title I want to see wrestlers hold.
When that title has so much history behind it. So many great wrestlers have had it.
Yes.
The Universal title is a joke. Just bring back the World Heavyweight title.
Exactly.
God, come on. And it's much better looking. Hell, it always looked better than even the WWE title. That's one thing I have to admit.
That's the main reason I hate the Universal titles, because it's so ugly. I don't like... Listen, if it's ugly to me... I'm a very picky eater, right? If the food that looks disgusting to me, I'm not going to eat it.
You're not going to eat it.
The same way, if I look at a title and it looks ugly to me, I don't want anything to do with that title. I don't want to see that title on my TV. I will change the title if that title's on my TV. I don't like
I don't like the new IC title, to be honest with you.
Really?
No.
Okay, see, I like that title.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
That looks like a cruiserweight championship. Nope.
Okay, I can kind of see that. To me, I kind of got New Japan-esque vibes from that title.
Don't like it.
Okay, that's fair.
When they brought back the classic belt, I was happy. When they made a white, I was even happier. I'm like, now that's old school.
Personally, I like the 2003 Intercontinental title. But that's the one I grew up on, so, I mean...
That more oval one, right?
Yeah.
The one that was purple?
Yeah. But that's the one I grew up on, so, I mean...
Okay, see, I like that one too, but the OG was perfect.
Fair enough. Okay.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Now, with all this being said, That's actually how I feel about the new WWE logo. Like how it's so like smooth. I personally preferred the rough WWE logo. It wasn't.
Wait, they changed it?
Yeah, since 2014. Eddie.
Hold on. I know you lying.
Dude, they've changed it since 2014.
Oh, you talking about that one?
Yes.
Oh, well, I've gotten too used to it. Yeah, yeah.
That one. And before, they used to have the scratchy logo. This one right here.
That's Attitude Era.
Yes.
Personally, this is the logo I prefer. Hold on. This is the one I grew. I'm on Instagram. I thought I was on Google, child. Okay, hold on. Going back to the 80s, you know. That will always be my logo.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so long story short, we're glad that Bray Wyatt is back into the title picture, and he returned, and yeah, I personally want to see The Fiend again, but I honestly don't mind. I think it's a treat that we're getting cult leader Bray Wyatt back. So, yeah.
I just hope they do him right. I mean, even if he doesn't win the title now, he better again and have a nice reign. He's never had a nice title reign. I put him and Natty in the same category. You have two talents right here. Natty should have a year-long reign. Come on, she's a heart. She's put in the work. She's put over so many other women. And same thing goes for Bray Wyatt. He's put over people that don't even need to be put over, like Randy Orton, John Cena. Like, come on. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm behind you, Bray.
All right. So, let's get into the buy or sell of the week. I see our video is running into 2 hours, so we're gonna
Jesus.
we'll talk about Raw maybe next week. I don't know. Anyway, buy or sell of the week. Do you have any by any chance?
No, do you?
Okay, I have to think of one.
Make it good. Think about what we talked about today.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially over R-Truth and Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, I had the perfect one earlier in mind. Okay. Buy or sell, who should be a world champion first? Dolph Ziggler or R-Truth? Okay, but for real, do you want to know the real one?
Sure.
Okay, this is tied back from last week. The real buy or sell. Who buy or sell on who should go to the Hall of Fame first? The Undertaker or The Rock?
I have an answer for both of them. The fake buy or sell are truth. Now, the second buy or sell, The Undertaker. Come on. It's the fucking Undertaker. He's been around longer. Undertaker. Hands down. Sorry. That's just out of respect.
Yeah.
He's done just as much as The Rock has done for the business. Now, mind you, The Rock has gone off and he's a big Hollywood star. Undertaker is not. When it comes to the wrestling business, The Rock wouldn't be who he is without The Undertaker, without fighting The Undertaker, without beating him or losing to him. So definitely The Undertaker. I buy Undertaker going in first. He should have been in already.
I'll buy them both as well. I just personally wanted you to flip me off.
Yeah, you got that from that Dolph R-Truth one too.
Yeah.
There you go. But honestly, between Dolph and R-Truth all the way.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Dolph has been World Heavyweight Champion before. R-Truth has been in the business for way over 20 years. In WWE, a little bit over 20 years. Like, he earned it.
Yeah.
And like everything you were saying earlier, I agree with as far as his contributions to the business. So yeah, definitely R-Truth, dude.
Yeah.
I can buy R-Truth as a world champion. I really can.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right.
And I hope it happens one day. I really do.
For sure. I agree, and I hope so too. All right. Match recommendation of the week. Let's get into it. You go first.
Ooh. Shit. Match recommendation of the week. Ooh. AJ Lee versus Paige. SummerSlam, I want to say 2016.
Okay.
It was the SummerSlam whenever Paige debuted. Or was it 2013?
Oh, that might have been 2014 or 2015. No, 2014 actually, yeah. Because AJ Lee retired in 2015.
So okay.
Yeah.
AJ Lee, Paige, SummerSlam 2014.
Okay.
Epic match. Like, fantastic. The story build-up was great. The match was great. The ending was great. Paige is great. AJ is great. So it's all around a fun match to watch. The crowd was really into it, which made it even better. Which is why, please go away, COVID-19, so we can have audiences again and make this stuff more special.
Yeah. Okay. For mine, I'm going to pick one that I haven't yet recommended because I know a lot of mine have been duplicates of each other. Well, as of late, because, well, I mean, I can't help but put over some of these matches. So, Roman Reigns versus Cesaro back in 2015, they had a amazing Raw match. It was during that same world title tournament that I had alluded to, referencing Jon Moxley and Dolph Ziggler. So
the same tournament?
Yeah, same tournament. And they had a really kick-ass match. It was a main event. So yeah, if you ever need a match,
Raw or SmackDown?
Raw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So just like honestly, it's on the network. 2015, really good match. Cesaro really showed his stuff. That's what she said. But yeah.
Oh. I love it. I'm here for it.
Alrighty, that's gonna cap the show. Thank you guys for watching this 2-hour show.
Jesus.
And this was a fun show. I definitely do not regret this at all.
Yes. Sorry we started off emotional, but yes, I'm glad we brought it back around fun.
And honestly, I'm gonna love and enjoy editing this one. So, all right, Eddie. Good night. My girlfriend needs
you too,
me,
Ed.
and I'm sleepy as hell. So, talk to you later, okay?
All right, brother. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.
For sure.